So hi guys, I hope you all are doing well and welcome to this YouTube channel. This is the Melanin King. So I did a video the other day and the video was basically about parental, like how my upbringing, and I was telling people that if there's one thing I never wish to go back to is being a child. I never desire to go back to being a child at all because the trauma I went through basically made me feel like my parents really hated me. It made me feel like I was nothing good, I was nothing meaningful in this life. And it made me feel actually like, or even question the fact that how expensive was it for someone to get an abortion that my parents could not consider that other than bringing me into the world and making me feel so bad about myself. Anyway, there's so much that happened in my life, and I think if you've watched my videos previously, I mentioned that I actually have four parents. I have a dad, I have a mom, who are my biological. That is my biological mom, my biological dad, and then I have two steps. My dad went and got married, and then my mom went and got married. And I have two sides of the story. I have a side of the story where I was brought up by a stepdad and a mom, and a stepmom, and a dad. I'm gonna tell you all that story some other time. But for now, I'm gonna focus more on how was my upbringing? Like, what is this thing that I'm talking about? Trauma that I'm talking about, the pains and the heartaches that I got as I was growing up. And the fact that I'm telling you people that most of the time what I felt was rejection, not wanted, like I'm stupid, that I wish I was never born. And in all these things, I came to realize that most of our parents who gave birth to us as a result of a mistake. Let me just call it a mistake. Most of them gave birth to us not really wanting to have kids. They found themselves becoming parents. And you know that the things I usually remember about my mom, and somebody was saying that maybe part of what the reason why they actually behaved the way they behaved was because of poverty. And I think I want to agree to that. Because tell me why my mom would beat me for losing 10 shillings along the way. There was this one time I was left with my brother back at home, and she left us with 10 shillings. Lucky enough, during those days or during those times, there was this bread that you could buy for 10 shillings. And we were supposed to have that with tea for lunch. So I don't know what happened. And then we were living in Nyumba ya Mabati, aluminium house. Let me call it aluminium house. Yeah, aluminium house. And then you know how they're usually constructed. You see, like the way I have this side of the wall. Since I have a neighbor, we had a neighbor on the other end. Walikuwa wameseparate na mabati alafu hapo wameweka hiyo mbao. So I think this 10 shillings somehow, I don't even know, it fell into the other house. And the person in the other house didn't bother because, like I'm telling you, we were poor. The conditions we were living, even our neighbors, all our neighbors were poor people. So I think this 10 shilling fell into their house. And maybe they had problems and used the money. I don't even know. Maybe they even used that money. But here it was lunch. Lunch came. I was supposed to have bought that bread. I didn't buy because now I don't have the money. And my brother had to stay hungry, and I also had to stay hungry. Both of us had to stay hungry. And when my mom came back in the evening and discovered that I didn't buy bread and the money was lost, my mom beat me so bad that night. I remember she beat me so bad because I let my brother stay hungry the whole day. And it's not like it's only my brother who stayed hungry. I also stayed hungry as well. But here I am being beaten because that 10 shilling got lost. It's not like I took the money and went and bought sweets. So that is one of the instances I actually remember and think about, and I'm like, I was beaten unfairly. I didn't deserve that, but well, it happened, and I had no voice. Like, there was nothing I could say. I could tell my mom to believe that, you know what, yes, that has happened and it is not my fault. I don't even know really what really happened, but I'm really sorry. But my mom never listened to that. And then there was another time again I was sent to the shop. After I was sent to the shop to buy whatever I was buying, I was given change. I remember very well. I was given change. When I came back to the house, I had the change with me. This time I didn't lose the money. I had the change with me. So I came with the change and put it on the table. And then I remember I was actually sent to buy kills. So as my mom was sorting out the kills were just on the table. And then the money was on the table. Pesa ilikuwa juu ya meza na ile pesa ikawa wapi? I had put niliweka tu hiyo change hapo hivi kwa meza. So tell me why, I don't know, all of a sudden this money vanishes. And let me tell you guys what I have always believed until today. and I'm gonna say it on camera, is I think my stepdad is the one who hid that money. Yeah, I'm gonna say it right now, and I think he's the one who hid that money, because that man hated me. He really hated me. Like, he really hated me. I'm telling you guys the truth. He really hated me. And we really tried to look for the money around the table. It was nowhere to be found. I remember that night my mom said, if at all I'm not going to find that money, I'm going to sleep hungry. And truth to her word, I slept hungry. I mean, there are so many things that I went through as a child, and I'm happy because I'm able to let them out right now. And I'm happy that I've been able to share them with her also. Because they really made me feel so bad. They really made me feel so bad. They really made me feel so bad. And that night, I slept hungry. I'm telling you guys, I slept hungry simply because that money could not be found. And like I'm telling you, that money, I came back home with the change. I came back home with the change. I came back home with the change. But the money vanished from the table. So that was just but one. So there's a lot that our parents did to us that even made us question if they were really our parents. And more so for me, when such things happened and when my mom used to beat me with so much bitterness, it used to make me wonder, I'm supposed to run to her. I'm supposed to find safety in her, because this person that I'm calling my dad is not my dad, and ain't no way is gonna treat me right, because he was also not treating me right. So I'm supposed to run to my mom, but the person I'm running to, who is my mom, is also like pushing me away, because the things she's doing to me are making me feel so bad about life, about myself, and so much more. But one thing, I thank God for who I am today, because probably maybe those things happened so that they can shape me to be the man I am right now. Most people are asking me, what is my relationship with my mom right now? We are good. We are very good, actually, very good. I speak to her. I help her where I can. But one thing I'll tell you is, you see the way people are usually connected and have this strong affection about their family that they would die for. I don't think I can do that for my family, and I'm saying that on camera, because they already took that out of me, and what is left within me is just so much wounds that are still trying to heal. So much wounds. And this happened when I was staying with my mom. Like, this was when I was staying with my mom. I've not even spoken about now when it got to a time when I had to move now to where my dad stayed and my stepmom, and that was another whole different life. So a lot of people have reached out to me telling me how a lot of things have happened in their life, and that their dad or their mom, the way they used to treat them. And let me tell you guys, it's nothing fun. It's not easy, especially if you're someone who's looking forward to having a family, bringing up a family as well. It's not easy to cope up with that. You know, we keep saying, oh, you will heal, but it's not easy. So something else I also wanted to mention is, nobody also talks about how hard it is to reconnect with a parent who has never been there. They were not dead, they had not traveled, they were alive, they were not sick, they were not jobless, they were working, but they just chose not to look for you. Nobody wants to talk about that. And let me tell you guys, it's so painful. And now when you grow up as an adult and you try to look for them, because you're like, let me bury the hatchet and just move on with life. You try to look for them, and when you do that, trying to bring them back, the first thing they want to tell you is their problems. And all the times, all they want to keep talking to you about is about money. Anytime they want to call you, they always just want to ask you for money. Where you live, what you eat, what you do, they don't care about that. At this point, all they care about is money. If you have not yet subscribed, kindly do so. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. And let's meet in the next one. We'll be having this kind of conversation. I'll even bring guys on board, people who want to share their stories, so that we can get to hear what other people have also gone through in life. I didn't want to make this video so long, so yeah. Thank you if you have been here. See you in the next one.